we have a list here of like 8 things, and I thought I would just go down the list and read them, and then you could kind of talk about your points, some of your points
Sure.
here. Basically, this is a nuts and bolts approach to just being a better triathlon swimmer.
Stronger, faster, and more efficient. Yeah, all the above.
All right, let's get right into it, man. Number 1, here's what it says. You're wasting your time with drills. If you want to get better at drills, do drills. If you want to get better at swimming, swim more. Go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, man, this is probably one of my biggest pet peeves and points of kind of controversy when I get into talking about this with people who coach themselves or people who read magazines or who go to like a master's practice or even other coaches. You know, they really tell you there's just a lot of misinformation out there that in order to become an efficient open water swimmer, which is what triathlon is. It's not pool swimming, it's open water swimming. And that you have to do all of these drills, and that's what's going to make you a better swimmer. And all it does is teaches you to do drills better. And these drills don't in any way incorporate strength, and they don't really, in my opinion, incorporate anything that is a prerequisite for faster swimming. The catch-up drill, I think it's absolutely one of the worst drills you can tell a new swimmer to do, because it really just hampers and slows down somebody's biomechanics and their neuromuscular pattern to be slow and to really basically stall in the water. Catch-up drill, for those listening, is when you have your left arm out in front, all the way extended, and then you do one big right. You do one stroke with your right, and then as soon as it touches the left up in front, then you start again. And what that really does is it's for pool swimmers, it helps you kind of exaggerate and really focus on the catch. But it also creates a huge hitch in your stroke. Like anytime it's a big total immersion drill too, and I can usually spot within the first probably 2 to 3 minutes of working with an athlete if they've done it before, because it's evident in their stroke. If you want to focus on one arm, then literally swim one length of the pool with one arm.
Oh yeah.
Because you have to do fast turnover to do that. Not, okay, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to pause, and I'm going to do a stroke, and I'm going to pause, and you get slower, and you get slower, and you get slower. And it might look pretty, and you might look like you're, becoming something more efficient when it comes to looking smooth, but you're just going to continue to be slow. And that's one of the many, many drills that people continually waste their time on. We touched on that in a previous podcast when I talked about percentages. And your return on investment is, if you're swimming a 3,000 and you waste 15 minutes of that doing drills, and the rest of the time you do swimming, well, the rest of the time you're just reinforcing bad habits. You're not immediately going to pick up what you do from those drills. So what do you think is going to happen when you get into open water? Which one of those large buckets of time do you think is going to take precedent when it comes to jumping in the water for a mass start swim? I'm going to go with your poor form and your other 2,500 meters of actual swimming versus the small perfections you think you may have made in your drills.
Yeah, and I think that was a cool point you made before about how, it's kind of a big deal to, take time out, go to the pool, get in the pool, and then, it can be a 2 to 3 hour deal. And why spend, 15, 20, 30 minutes of that doing drills when you could be swimming and, cut the whole visit to the pool down in general. And
it's just a total, everybody knows the correct form. Like, what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to reach far, early forearm catch, extend all the way back, and repeat. And then you have things like these high elbow drills that honestly, like, they used to just irritate me, and now I just find them I just find them humorous. That people act like a high elbow is a prerequisite for fast swimming. Well, go look at the Olympics. Go look at some of the world record holders and tell me if they have a high elbow and they move their arms like that. Because the answer is no. None of them move like that, and none of them have to do that, especially if you want to go watch even an ITU race where they're sprinting. Their arms are just going as fast as they can, and their object is to pull as much water as you can. Literally, nothing you do above the water matters. It's all about what you do below the water. So you can be as pretty as you want to be above the water, but if you're not catching and pulling a lot of water, then you're not doing anything. That's worthwhile.